the best, number one and nothing less. Lead me to my destiny. I have waited patiently. I have vision, oh I believe. I know I can count on me. So stand up for the champions, for the champions. Stand up, stand up.
So now we move to question 11. The two key cations in the action potential of nervous system or nervous transmission are your sodium and potassium. Sodium and potassium, those are the two. It is their exchange that causes the, what's it called, this is a neuron, the memory of a neuron. So what you had is negative inside, then outside is what? Positive, like that. So their imbalance, exchange, or how do I put it? Sodium will go in, potassium will go out. K plus, Na plus. So their exchange is what brings about what? Action potential, which we can also call depolarization. Alright, so that's the answer. Now looking at this diagram here, it's a flower, a bisexual flower. Why did I say that? Because it has female part and male parts. Alright, so the part labeled 2, or let's quickly label it first in case they didn't ask question on all of them, is 1 is your petal, 2 is your anther. This is stamen. So this is your anther with filament. Then 3 is our stigma. Alright, it's not so clear anyways, that's stigma. Then 4 should be our ovary, except it's pointing to what is inside, which is ovules. So the part label 2 is what? From what I just said now, it is our anther. That's part of the male part, that's part of stamen, because this whole thing is called stamen. Stamen is made of 2 things, anther and filament. The process of pollination involves the transfer of pollen grain from dash to dash. Let me take that question again. The pollination or process of pollination involves the transfer of what to what, of pollen grain from what to what. So pollen grain is from anther. All right. So pollen grain will be from anther going to what? Stigma. All right. So it will be from 2 to 3. That should be 2 to 3. That's option C. All right. Option C. Moving on. The anaerobic fermentation of glucose, of a glucose molecule, just one glucose molecule, yields what? It will yield pyruvic acid and alcohol. No, that will not happen. 38 ATPs. No. Water and carbon dioxide. No, it will yield 2 ATPs and what? Alcohol. That's what we call it, fermentation. All right. If you were to choose, this is aerobic. This is also aerobic because of pyruvic. In anaerobic, pyruvic is going to be converted to lactic acid. All right, so that's why this is not correct. Now, this is the diagram of the skin. The function of the part labeled 3 is what? Let's label it first. 1 is sebaceous gland that secretes sebum. Sebum is an oily structure, sorry, oily fluid that moists the skin. 2 is, from what I can see here, should be nerve or blood vessel. All right. Then 3 is hair follicle. 4 is sweat glands. This is sweat gland. This structure is sweat pore. So the function of the part labeled 3, which is 3, okay, that is hair follicle, if I'm not mistaken. Or except is top. Let me see the options. Production of oil, no. Carry of blood and nitrogenous. Okay, maybe, okay, I think this 3 is pointing to this structure here. So that is your blood vessel. So I think it is, okay, no, that's the answer. Carry blood and nitrogenous. Oh, give me a minute. I want to, let's do the whole thing here. Let me help. This production of oil for the skin, that will be your 2. So that will be your 1. This is sebum from sebaceous gland. Carrying blood and nitrogenous waste, that should be 3, which is this one. So the answer should be B. Then contract to pull the air muscle, to pull the air erect. That will be this one. It's not labeled. This is called erector pili muscle. It's not labeled. Then conduct nervous impulse. That should be your nerve. This one. this particular one here. All right, I hope that is clear enough. The sweat gland is labeled what? I already mentioned that. That should be your 4. That's A. All right. The type of reproduction that is common to both Hydra and yeast is what? Is budding. What do I mean? Budding is just a process of cell division whereby, let me give you an example now. This is yeast. When this yeast wants to reproduce by budding, this yeast, this is what it will do. A part smaller than it, the other part will what? Will chop off. That is what? Budding. So yeast does that. Also Hydra. I hope I was able to get that. That's not all that very, it looks somewhat like this. When it's matured, this is Hydra here. When it's matured, a part will what? A bud will grow off it, then it will cut off. That's what budding. So that's why we say budding is what? Common to what? Hydra and yeast. Epigeal germination of a seed is characterized by what? Lack of epicotyl. Of course, that's not what it means. More rapid growth of hypocotyl than the epicotyl. That is the correct answer. Now, let me quickly explain something to you. It's a key. This is the answer. Answer is B. Now, we have two types of germination. The, let's say, epigeal and what? Hypogeal. Now, what you need to understand also is that this, okay, let me use a clearer paper. Now, what you can see is that we have two types of germination, epigeal, which means that when when the seed is matured, it will bring the cotyledon above the soil with it. While the hypogeal means the cotyledon will be left below the soil. All right, that's why it's called hypogeal. Now, what you need to understand is that when this is germinating, the part of the cotyledon, this is the cotyledon, the part above the cotyledon is called epicotyl. While the part is below the cotyledon is called what? Hypocotyl. I think that is easier to understand. So for epigeal germination, the hypocotyl will be longer than the what? Epicotyl. While for hypogeal germination, the epicotyl will be what? Longer than what? The hypocotyl. I think that is easier to hypocotyl. You should understand that easily. So basically speaking, that's why we chose what we chose here, which is that more rapid elongation of what? Hypocotyl than what? Epicotyl, because we are referring to what? Epigeal germination. It's like a formula. All right. Number 19. All living cells require water because it is a medium that neutralizes acid in cells. No, in the medium, okay, but prevents the development of disease. It's a medium for all metabolic reaction. Yes, most, if not all, metabolic reaction takes place within the cell. All right. So question 20. The surface of an alveolus is well supplied with tiny blood vessels known as capillaries. Yes. Reason you will have asked, why not arterioles? Arterioles are small arteries. Venules are small veins. So, but the reason why it is capillary is because alveolus is the site of gaseous exchange in the lungs, and capillary is the site of gaseous exchange in blood vessels. So, for there to be a gaseous exchange between the lungs and the blood, we can only use capillary, which is the smallest blood vessel that is permeable to what? Substances, gases, food to pass through. All right.